Good evening, friends, followers, and channel members. How are you all today? Happy Thursday. Hope you are well. Oh, looking forward to tonight's flight. It's into a new airport. FREEWARE scenery. Pula came out only a few days ago. I saw it came out and I thought we were going to have to try that because Easyjet obviously do fly there as well. This is a real-world route from Naples tonight, and although it's a real-world route, it's not yet available, so it's kind of a future route that they may fly in the summer, but always nice to fly over the Adriatic Sea and into Croatia. That is the plan this evening. The sun has just set here in Naples, so it's going to be a nice nighttime flight as well. So come on board, get yourself sat down. Hopefully we'll be in for a beautiful flight once again with amazing weather. Nice clear skies, light winds coming in, so no excuses for a naff touchdown later on. Good evening, everyone. Welcome on board. Just checking the chat now. Hey, Chucky, Haley, Anna, Danny, Manic Mima, Jose Aviation, and Lee JC. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Hey, Shao, Ace Stream says, Poor, great addition. Yeah, it's got a nice GSX profile as well, which we have got set up. The legend Dark Fury is here. I'm glad Dark Fury is here because we're in our new aircraft again tonight. Our brand new Austrian registered aircraft for our Alpine flight ops this evening. Good evening to Danny, Paul, Mads, Christian, Robert. Hello. Getting spoiled this week, Robert. Must mean I've nothing better to do. That's not true. I just love being here with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Rock. Hey, David. Sarah 2411, Keto, Paul, Jimbo, and Track Snipe, and Nick is here as well. Hope you are. Hope you're all doing. Hope you're all doing okay. Right, so over to Twitch as well. Good evening, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Track Up says thank you for all your videos. It's helped getting your virtual airline online. Excellent. Well, if there's any other questions you've got, then please feel free to ask, and we'll do what we can. Groot A320 here as well. Good evening, my friend. Great to see all of you this evening coming on board for our evening flight. Flight time is about an hour, just a little over an hour, which once again means it's going to be one of those really busy flights, which I like. There's not a lot of time to sit back and relax. We've got lots of things going on from start to finish. So the operational flight plan, if you're watching on YouTube, is pinned into the chat. Here we can see it on screen. So yeah, here we go with our new registered aircraft, the Oscar Echo Victor India Echo aircraft, which we will be flying today, brand new. Let's have a look. So quite a heavy payload today, just over 13.5 tons. A takeoff weight then of around 63 tons. So that's still below max landing weight, so that's neat. Looking to land at around, well, about 60.5 tons, so that's fine. We'll do a landing, a dispatch landing performance calculation in a moment. Underloaded by just over 3 tons. Call sign Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, our default call sign. Cost index of 4. Looking to fly tonight at 30,000 feet, and we've got a headwind slowing us down all the way. So there you are. Shear rate looks okay. Now, our operational flight plan, just need to check this out. Not quite sure why it's got runway 06 shown there. That is not the case. We're not going to be departing on 06. Runway 24 is in use. And if we just have a quick look at our charts, yeah, it's going to be a runway 24 that we're going out of, and then we are going to be flying not on the departure that has initially been given to us. It's actually going to be the Alexis 7 Juliet departure, I think, which is not this new one, which they're currently trialing at the moment. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Where have you gone? There we go. This is the one, because we're coming into the Tiano VOR. Yeah, there we go. We can just see that there. So yeah, that is the plan. We'll get that in the box, and hopefully that'll all work and be nice. Good evening, Nigel. Hope you are well. Thanks for coming, Chris Shaw. Good evening to you as well, mate. Right. So then, let's see what we've got fuel wise. 5.5 tons. All right, probably taking a little bit more as normal, although I have checked the weather for tonight and it's gorgeous, so chances are we're probably not going to need that much extra weather. Let me just see, why is our operator, there we go, for some reason that wasn't showing. There we are, that's working now. Yeah, so 5.5 tons. Let's have a look at our flight route today, check the terrain's all fine. Ooh, gets just a little bit high, around 20 minutes into the flight, so just worth keeping that in the back of our mind. 20 minutes in, the Moor is pretty high, probably because of Mount Vesuvius. Milan, we're not going to leave Milan flight information region for very long, then we're into Zagreb. Don't think we've got any ATC tonight, sadly, but never mind. Let's have a look then at our weather. All of the nines loving that, because, well, it just means we've got nice weather both at our departure and our arrival into Pula. We've got Zadar, Zagreb as our alternate, and Nice as well is the other one. Not Nice, sorry, Venice. Venice is the other one. Not going to need any of those, I'm sure. Let's just quickly have a look through then, see what we've got. So Pool at the moment, light winds, cav okay, 22 degrees, good H1012, and no significant changes. Doesn't look like the weather's going to change very much at all until later tomorrow, where the CBs start to build. That's not going to bother us. So doesn't really look like we've got any reason to throw loads of extra fuel. Let's just have a quick look. That's our routing tonight of the Adriatic Sea and up the coast of Italy. Yeah, staying away from the CBs further on the mainland Europe. So pretty nice all around, to be honest. Extra fuel then. Struggling to find reasons to take any more than we need. Maybe a bit of I don't know, APU bleed time, stuff like that, but honestly I reckon it's almost a plug fuel day. 5.7 tons, so maybe just throw an extra couple 100 kilograms on. Not really it's one of those nights where we're going to find it difficult to justify throwing loads of extra fuel on, but yeah, I think plug fuel, maybe a couple of 100 tons extra, so 5.7, and then just check the CNR is 2.5. So once we start dropping below that 3-ton margin, then we need to start thinking about going to our alternate. Of course, that is if something's gone wrong, for example. But there's no reason why we're not going to be able to get in tonight in the beautiful new Pula Scenery Airport. Right, that then I think is pretty much all done. I don't think there's any no terms that are going to affect us tonight. Just check where we're going to be taxiing from, make sure there's nothing in our way. So we're going to be taxiing, yeah, it's Delta Echo Fox, and the main apron, which is Quebec Romeo Tango Sierra, and just quick check on those. So here we go. So Tango November from taxiway Papa to taxiway Lima, both excluded closure to work in progress. Right, is that going to affect us? Let's just have a quick look at that. So what did that just say? Tango November. No, that doesn't affect us, and that's from taxiway Papa. Again, that doesn't affect us, so that's all right. April 3 is closed, that's not going to affect us. Ponza Vortac, that's not going to affect us either. Pushback from standard 11 to 50 will perform facing west. No, that's okay. We're a little bit further out than that. We are stand tonight, I can't remember actually. I think we're stand 19 or 20. I'll have a look once we get to our aircraft. And then just checking the runway, monitoring that's pilot Brandon. Okay, yeah, well, that's not going to affect us either. And at Pula, parachute jumping, that's not going to be happening right now. And it's one of those airports that it's not a massive airport, so you don't expect too many things to have changed. That's takeoff distance available, and stopping distance, okay, that's fine. Don't think we can actually tweak that in our EFB for the Fenix, but interesting to note. And our alternate is actually closed from 12:15, so sorry, 11:15. So bad choice of alternate, really, for a flight this time of night. Other than that, I think we're in good shape. Okay, so let's get to our aircraft, and then we'll set things up. And welcome to our new followers on Twitch. Hey, Filipo and Arcano99. Welcome, guys. So here we are. Here's our new aircraft. Let's just have a quick little walk around our beautiful new Austrian registered aircraft. And there it is. Look, our beautiful aircraft for our Alpine flights today. Great stuff. Let's get on board then, and we can start getting a bit of catering. I'm sure you all want some. Oh, why is that not working? Oh, looks like GSX doesn't want to play ball tonight again. All right. Well, if that is the case, let's just get rid of that, and we'll use our pushback helper when it comes to push. Never mind. All right, let's get on board and see what kind of state the aircraft is in. So here we are. Let's just do our usual checks then. So, let me have a look. Nav logo lights are on. Anchor pressure is in the green. Spoilers, flaps, parking brakes, all good. Squawking 2000. There we are. Okay, so that all looks good and fine. Let's start getting passengers on board then, shall we? I don't know if we do we have jetways at this terminal. I can't remember if we do or not. Let's have a quick look. In fact, where are we? What stand are we at? I have no idea. I'll have a quick look outside again. Stand. We're at a stand 19. Yeah, no jetways. So stand 19. It is. Best make a note of that for when we're doing our taxi brief. Right, let's get the doors open and tell the crew they can start loading.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so you can now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
Sure, no problem.
All right, let's get the weather first of all. As we've got no air traffic control, just final check that we don't have any air traffic control. No, that is indeed the case. So looking to push back in about 41 minutes. It'd be nice if we could beat that, wouldn't it? Latest weather. This was about 25 minutes ago. So we've got winds 300 at 6, variable 270-360. So a bit of a crosswind from the right as we're departing. As we've just seen outside, it's cav okay, so that's nice. QNH is 1013 with no significant changes. Anticargano99 on Twitch. Last week I cancelled your flight to Spain. It wasn't me personally, mate, and you're still waiting for a refund. Yeah, you're talking to the wrong guy, my friend. Sorry about that. Hope you get your refund up. Let's just see what's quickly happening in Pula as well. Yeah, cav okay, light winds and no significant changes. Brilliant. That is exactly what we want. Right, let's get rid of that then, and we'll start setting up the box then. Whatever, is this Naples Airport freeware? No, this airport here for Naples is Payware, RD Presets Naples Airport. But the airport we're flying into, Pula, is indeed freeware, so we're going to check that out when we get there. Right, let's go through and set everything up. So 1013, that's fine. We'll get on to Unicom in a moment. Just check guard frequency has been monitored. Indeed it is. What else we got? Radars are off, switching panel, thrust levers, engine master, mode selector, etc. They're all good and fine. Up to the FCU, get the constraints on 1013. Our initial climb out here for our departure today. A pig moment dark? Is that a pig moment dark? Is that everybody? Let's have a quick look, see what's happening. We'll just kick the bot if it's working. If it's not working, let's see. I've got no issues here. Can anybody else confirm if the stream is still live or not? Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if Streamlabs has had a moment. Are we back on? How strange. Thanks, Nick, for letting me know on Twitch. Yeah, that is very strange. Very strange indeed. So, not quite sure what was happening there. We've got an excellent connection. Maybe Streamlabs just decided to have a bit of a moment. Oh well, never mind. Hopefully all is working now. Just a little hiccup. Right, cruise flight level, what do we got? It is going to be flight level 300, and we've got a temperature of, where's it gone? 38. That's quite interesting. So we're not flying very high today, and with the temperature below, not below -40, it means if we're going through any cloud, we're probably going to need that anti-ice. So we'll keep an eye on that as we're going. Right, hey DC, good evening, mate. That's all done. Let's have a look at this flight plan then. So, departing to 4, Alexi 7 Juliet. Let's just get the right one. Alexi 7 Juliet, departure. Now, insert that and see how this works. So, we should have Gemma 605, Vuno, and then Tiano. And then after Tiano is the interesting bit. We're going to Erika. Let's just check that is indeed the case on the flight plan. Where are you? Let's just check that out. Yes, on the Mike 7362 Erika. That's fine then. That's the correct departure. So let's get the arrival sorted. It's going to be the Atlas Zulu 27, and that's the Los to Sierra arrival into Pula. That's the one. And check the VIA. I'm going to need the chance for this because I don't know Pula Airport at all. I don't think have we ever been there before? I don't think we have on stream, so that's always nice. I think we're going to be coming in via well, we're going to be coming via Lanier and then the Crez NDB. Yeah, that's the one. Right, operational flight plans got us flying at 371 miles. I've got 326 miles. Now, the discrepancy there will be the change in our departure. So let's just check that this looks how I want it to. So the departure itself, that's fine. That's what I expect. Let's scroll through the rest of the flight plan, make sure that that's okay. And then the arrival at the other end, again, all seems to be alright as well. So how's the stream holding up, guys? Are we having a few problems tonight? Is it both, for those of you watching on Twitch, let me know, is Twitch working? And for those of you on YouTube, is YouTube working as well? Looks like we may be having some issues. I might restart Streamlabs if we need to. Although I'm not seeing any issues on YouTube, which is interesting. Switzer Williams, YouTube is fine. That's good to know. 02411 confirming as well. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Paul. Glad that's all working. Twitch is also stable as well. Well, the problem is, of course, I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you guys, so when you tell me something's wrong, then I'm kind of trying to react to that, but there's not much I can do. It's telling me everything's absolutely fine tonight, so not sure what's going on there. Thank you, Nigel, as well, and UKK for letting us know. So let's have a look and see how we're getting on with this. So the RadNav page, then we're going to pop in the T NDB. There we go. And let's have a look then at our operational flight plan. Have we not got our operational flight plan? Not our operational flight plan, our load sheet. We've not got our load sheet yet. Oh, how rubbish of our dispatch. The Italians being lazy. Interesting. Okay, right, well in that case we're just going to have to grab the operational flight plan from... we're just going to fill the stuff in from our load sheet. Let me just have a quick word with the refuelers. Let's see if that helps. So we're going to be taking 5.7 tons of fuel. Let's get that done. And hopefully we'll get our operational flight plan. We'll get our load sheet in a moment. Until then, let's use the information on here. So we'll use our 0 fuel weight, and fuel for the alternate is 1.5 tons. So 0 fuel weight then is estimated to be 57.7. We haven't got the load sheet, so we'll go with a standard CFG. Alternate fuel 1.5 tons. Oh, that's the final, don't put it in there. And we'll do our fuel planning. .4, which is fine. And we're taking 5.7, aren't we? There we go. So that gives us a takeoff weight then of 63.2. And sort of extra thinking time. We've got just under 10 minutes to play with of extra fuel, should we need it. So that's all sorted. Chris Hogg, good evening, mate. How you doing? Hope you're well on this this Thursday night. You join us just as we're setting up. Our Italian dispatchers are lazy with our load sheet, so we can't do our performance calculations. What I can do is just check transition altitude 8,000 feet. That's fine. Let's have a look at SimSmart for our thrust reduction acceleration values, etc. So 1217, 1217, 1217. Check these 1223, 2323. That's fine. I'm not going to quibble over 5 feet. I will be doing a flaps 1 departure as normal, but I can't do the flex, and we can't put our V-speeds in until I've got that load sheet, so they need to hurry up. Let's have a look at the engine out procedure then. Runway 24. It is non-standard, 3,500 feet. We make the turn to Ischia holding point just for our own situational awareness then. Where the heck is that? I think it's more or less actually straight out. Yes, there it is, look. So straight out, and after 3,500 feet we're going direct to Ischia to enter that hold. Alright, let's pop that into our secondary flight plan then. That's pretty straightforward, one of the easier ones to do. So it's just straight to ISKEA, isn't it? Just check I got the spelling of that correct. Kia is in the car. There we are. Pop that in, enter the hold, and hold information, inbound 056 right turns. That's correct. And back to Naples if we're on fire or something daft like that. To be fair, if we're on fire, we're not getting in that hold. We're turning, we're doing, the winds are nice and light, so we'll be doing a 180 and getting straight back in on runway 6. That's the new destination done, and that will be ILS 24 Zulu, no start. Don't think Ischia's a VIA for that. Yeah, no VIA. Just clean that up. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. So that's it. Straight out, enter the hold, and then we'll sort ourselves out in the hold and build up a better approach if we need to. Drax, can I make a video about what operating procedures I'm using for Easyjet A320? Every live stream we do, Drax, is exactly that. Okay, so the box is filled out. I'm just waiting for... look, a company message. This is what we wanted. So let's check that out. Is this our final load sheet? Oh, this is the preliminary load sheet. Okay, well that's enough to be getting on with. So let's just update a couple of things. 0.7, that's fine, that's as expected. So 0.8 CFG is 29. So that's fine. Our takeoff weight is 63.2, and our takeoff CFG, which we need for our performance calculations, is 27.1. 6. Right, let's use all that and do our performance calculations. So, 2-4, it is indeed dry. Flaps 1, no need to force the toga. They'll be off, they'll be off. Takeoff weight is 63.2, and that's CFG's 27.6. Grab the live weather. Now, in section data, what are our options? Full length or echo? I think we could take echo. It's a slightly shorter taxi, that isn't it? Yeah, so we'll do echo. Just need to check how far that is. So echo is 2,326 meters. 2,326. That's valid, so we can use that for our performance. There we go. So we've got 33, 40, 40. Let's pop that in. 133, 140, 140. Flaps 1, and we just need to get the flex info, which is 66 tonight. There we go. Good. That's it. That's all done. I think the box is all completed. So, we're probably about ready to do the brief. I think our final load sheet's just come through as well. Let's just check.
Hi, yeah, we're just about finished setting up, so once everyone's on board, we're happy for you to close the doors. Thanks. And once we get to cruising altitude, if I could have a cup of tea, that would be lovely. Thank you.
No problem. We are almost finished. I will let you know as soon as everyone is on board. It shouldn't be much longer.
Right, so 31 is the actual takeoff CFG. That then is over 2% more than our initial calculations. So we're going to have to redo this. So it's going to be 31. Oh, 31. I'll clear that out. 31.0. Let's recalculate that, see if any of this changes then. 33, 40, 40, and flex is 66. 33, 40, 40, flaps 1, flaps is 66. Yeah, nothing's changed. But we redid the calculation anyway because it was over 2%. We calculated it at 27.6, and it's come back once we're finally loaded at 31.0. So that's why we have to do it. So Kyoto, we don't set the trim. Most airlines do, and when I say don't set the trim, we don't put in the value of the trimmable horizontal stabilizer. You don't have to put it in there. It makes absolutely no difference to the aircraft configuration, but I can explain a little bit more about that in cruise if you wish. But yeah, SOPS is to use the CFG, not the trim setting. Less ambiguity there, less chance of getting it wrong. Hey Hitesh, so the freeware is Pula that we'll be flying to. Okay, so let's do our departure brief then. So, the weather here in Naples, we've got winds 300 at 6, cav okay, so winds variable as well from the right hand side as we're departing. Other than that, it's absolutely fine. QNH 1013. Aircraft is well, it's brand new, fully serviceable, with the exception of the weather radar. That's not our fault. It's not Dark Fury's fault either. He's provided the aircraft. It's not his fault the weather radar doesn't work. No NOTAMs for our departure. Threats to be aware of. Well, we know we've got Mount Vesuvius, don't we? Just to the southeast of the airport. Let's just have a quick look at that. There we go. Yeah, so we've got terrain, obviously, Mount Vesuvius. Then we've got a little bit more terrain as well to concern ourselves with. So if something goes very wrong, in case of situational awareness, just have it in our mind. Fly southwest gets us nice and safe over the ocean. So yeah, that is the biggest threat really here in Naples, the volcano. Let's have a look then at what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So we are parked stand 19. We're going to push back facing northeast on Quebec. We'll take Quebec, then it's Romeo, then Tango Sierra, and then Tango Sierra all the way up to Echo, where we'll hold for departure runway 24. Let's have a look at the initial departure. So straight out, and we do have some speed restrictions here. So max 185 in the turn, 185 at Gemma, and then also 210 at 605. Right, so with that, let's just have a look at this. 212 is clean, so we're not going to be able to clean up. In fact, 185, we're going to be flying then at, yeah, we're going to be flying flaps 1, and we're going to pre-select 185. So let's do that now, 185, and then we'll be able to hold that, and we're going to basically be flying at flaps 1 then until we have passed 605. Now this is interesting because flaps airspeed is still actually faster than that initial speed constraint, which is 185. Once we've passed Gemma, then I can pull speed, and then we can actually set it to our S speed, which in this case is going to be 189, which is fine. It's just a little bit quicker. All right, so that's all done and dusted. That's how we're going to fly it. Our initial climb out is flight level 130. Let's just confirm we've got that set. 130, 130. Yep. And let's go through the box then as well. So. With regards to our taxi, we're not going to do a single engine taxi tonight. We'll just get both engines started. We've got the intersection departure from Echo. The departure is straight out. First turn will be to the left on passing 1,200 feet. And it's a noise abatement. To departure transition altitude is 8,000 feet, so we can select standard pressure once we're in that climb. I've already said how we're going to perform the climb and things like that. Let's go through the box and just confirm everything. So there's the Alexa 7 Juliet departure off runway 24. Our radnav is tuned to the Tiano VOR. Progress page, flight level 300, optimum 36, so getting up to cruise is not going to be a problem today. We're not too heavy. Our takeoff weight is planned 63.2, which is below the maximum landing weight, so if we need to get back in, we don't need to worry about that. And the secondary flight plan then has our engine app procedure in, so let's just quickly brief that. It is non-standard, so once we have secured the engine and once we have made that first turn at 3,500 feet, then we can level our aircraft off and accelerate away to get into the hold at Izquierda. We will get nice and safe at Izquierda. Let's just have a look at a good altitude to get to at Izquierda. We can get 4,000 feet because Izquierda is just over here, and we've got the grid more there, 4,000, so 4,000 feet would be fine if we need to get into the hold there. So that then is the briefing all done, and I think everybody is on board. Welcome guys, if you're just joining us. We're off to the new FREEWARE airport tonight of Pula. Looking forward to checking that out as we depart the Payware airport from RD Presets, which is here in Naples. One thing we haven't done yet is our landing dispatch calculation, so we just need to check that. We're landing 27, it's going to be dry, just get that latest METAR. Our landing weight is planned to be, let me just grab the operation flight plan. Our landing weight was planned to be around 60.3. We're taking an extra couple of 100 tons, so if we're conservative, we'll work it as 61 ton and just see if that works for us. Obviously if it doesn't, we can't dispatch. 61 ton, that's fine, that's flaps full and low. We'll play with that once we're in flight, but yeah, that basically means we can get in and we're safe to do so. So then, with all of that, I think it's time to start getting ready. Everyone's on board, let's get that APU started.
Hello Gavin, all passengers are now boarded and we're just finishing preparing the cabin for departure. I will bring you out drink once we have departed.
Great stuff, thank you very much.
The seatbelt signs on, APU starting. Hey Pack Andrew, you're not going to like tonight's flight, mate. We're on our own. So Chris, you're flying into Edinburgh tonight. It'll still be daylight up in Edinburgh, Chris, won't it? Leah's Rome radar just come online. Do they cover down here? Well, if they do, they can give us a ping. They've not got any 80s up there yet, so we'll wait and see. I can't see them actually. Oh, actually, yes, I can. Yeah, I can. So, well, they can give us a ping a little bit later on. We've done all our brief. We know what we're doing. So I'm just waiting for that APU to start. There we go. APU started. So disconnect the external power. Ground crew, you can get rid of the GPU and get rid of the chocks and cones. And we'll get on to Unicom. Chris, you're flying the ITY livery. I like that livery. It is quite a nice livery, isn't it? Okay, we haven't got GSX working tonight, so never mind. We'll get the tug into position and do it the old-fashioned way with pushback helper. That's why I still have it installed for just such an occasion.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck this morning, let me welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft as you settle in for what we hope is going to be a most enjoyable flight. The weather today doesn't look to be posing much of a problem, so we should have a nice smooth ride for you throughout the duration of the flight. And as the cabin crew continue making their last preparations, if you could please assist them by getting yourselves sat down, your seatbelts fastened, and make yourselves nice and comfortable. The ground crew have now finished loading the aircraft, and we're just about finished with all our pre-flight checks, so it won't be long until we are pushing back. If you could please give the cabin crew your full attention as they go through the safety briefing, we'd very much appreciate it. So on behalf of myself and the First Officer, we'd like to say thank you for choosing Easyjet today, and we look forward to giving you a safe flight. Cabin crew, we're about ready to push back, so if you could please arm the door and cross-check. Thank you.
Right, we're on Unicom. Nose wheel steering is disconnected. Anyway, cockpit preparation checklist. So aircraft acceptance has all been completed. Our fuel quantity is 5.7 tons. That's balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. And the idea is 3.5 green, QNH 1013 and 260 feet. Let's get the bleed on. Naples traffic Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, stand 19, pushing back facing northeast on Quebec. And the before start checklist. So parking brake is set, takeoff data has been confirmed, windows are closed, EFB is on flight mode, doors are closed and armed, and the beacon light is on. Paranoid check, it is on, isn't it? Yes, good. Right, let's push and then we'll get the engine started. So parking brakes released, nose wheel steering's disconnected, start the timer, and back we go. Engine mode selected to ignition and starting engine 1. Ryanair's about to start up as well, beacon lights flashing there. Kevin, I'm aware that Rome's control has come online. They're predominantly probably very busy with the Rome airport at the moment as he's providing top-down coverage. But there's no ATIS at the moment, so they'll contact us as and when they need. That's a terrible push, but it'll do. Parking brake set.
Review the safety procedures and the safety card in front of you. Electronic devices must now be switched off or turned to airplane.
Engine 1's happy, starting engine 2.
Instruct you that it is again safe to use them. Our captain
And tuck and disconnect.
once we are in flight. Thank you for your attention and we hope you enjoy your flight. Signore, signori e membri del canale, a nome dell'equipaggio vi chiedo ora di rivolgere la vostra attenzione ai monitor e all'equipaggio di cabina mentre esaminiamo le procedure di emergenza.
Kevin, you've just got clearance, have you? Okay, let's have a look.
Emergenza su questo aereo. Per favore, prenditi un minuto per individuare quello più vicino a te e nota che potrebbe essere dietro di te. Se la cabina subisce una perdita di pressione, mantieni la calma e ascolta le istruzioni del personale di bordo. Le maschere di ossigeno cadranno da sopra il tuo sedile. Posiziona la maschera sulla bocca e sul naso in questo modo e tira la cinghia per stringerla. Se viaggi con bambini, assicurati di indossare la tua maschera prima di aiutare gli altri. Nell'improbabile eventualità di un atterraggio di emergenza e di un'evacuazione.
Kevin, they've just given you runway 06 for departure. Well, runway 24 is in use in real life, Kevin, so... Do you know what? I'm going to be a bit naughty, and we're just going to get out of here, because otherwise that's just going to delay a lot of things. And they're not using the real world procedures, are they? Which, a little bit naughty. Okay, engine 2's happy.
Elettronici devono ora essere spenti o impostati sulla modalità aereo fino a quando non ti informiamo che è nuovamente sicuro utilizzarli. Il nostro servizio in cabina inizierà una volta che saremo in volo. La ringraziamo per l'attenzione e le auguriamo buon volo.
Yeah, Kevin, you probably best do as you're told. I'm just going to be naughty and do as they're doing in the real world. Okay, right, so the after start checklist, anti-acid off, ecam status is checked, and pitch trim is 31, rudder is neutral. So we're going to taxi out Quebec Romeo Tango Sierra and Echo. What I am going to do is I am going to give them a quick courtesy call.
Ryanair 379 Hotel, cleared to Bergamo flight via the Cova 6 Delta departure, initially 4,000 feet, squawk 1000, and expecting runway 14.
339 Hotel, start and push approved.
And started push approved, 379 Hotel.
Roman Control, good evening. This is Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, just pushed from the gate at Naples, and we're planned for the runway 24 departure. Alexi 7 Juliet, just confirm we are okay to proceed. Runway 24 use in real life at the moment.
Oh, sorry, could you please repeat your call, only your call sign?
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike. Stand by, I will check meter condition. Okay. Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, cleared to Lima Delta Papa Lima via Teano 8 Juliet. Initially 6,000. Transponder 5510, runway 06.
Great. Cleared via the China 8 Juliet departure, initial climb 60, runway 06, squawk 5510, and yeah, just for your information, runway 24 is in use in real life at the moment. Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
Okay, stand by, I will check meter condition, sorry.
Commander Alitalia 1267 is waiting for takeoff.
Alitalia 1267 cleared for takeoff, wind 270 for
Good job we loaded into that extra fuel, right?
Okay, for takeoff, runway 25, 1267.
And Condor 922, just to confirm, we can expect again the runway 32 because at the moment that we overflew the airport, we have a lot of traffic correction, a lot of tailwinds, so about 20 knots.
Condor 922, expect viewer approach, visual approach if you request visual, runway 14.
I will take the visual for runway 14, Condor 922.
Let's just put this time to good use whilst we're waiting. So we'll do a flight control check. Full left. Full right. Neutral.
Papa, Parking description,
Full up.
monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Full down, neutral.
Okay, roger. Thanks
With a
for
full right,
bye-bye.
full left, neutral. They like using runway 24 anyway in Naples. It's a
Ryanair
little bit better.
379 Hotel is ready to taxi.
Runway 39 Hotel.
If they are going to spin us
Touching
around,
holding
however,
point runway 14 via
how are we going to
Alpha.
do this?
Via Alpha to...
Well, we could potentially depart via
14
Bravo.
379
Right,
Hotel.
let's have a look at our secondary flight plan.
And Condor 9222, do you have any headings for us?
Condor 222, climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Climb maintain 6,000, confirm continue present heading 9222.
Yes, continue present heading, expect radar vector.
Continue present heading, expect radar vectors, visual runway 14, Condor 9222.
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
Go ahead, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
And 34 Alpha Mike, runway news 24 in Napoli.
We know. Roger, so can we continue with our plan 24 departure on the Galaxy 7 Juliet?
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, standard departure is Teano 8 Juliet.
Roger, we can accept that runway 24 and the Tiano 8 Juliet departure for an Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, start and push approved.
Roger, we've just pushed back, and if we can just have a minute just to sort out our departure routing, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, thank you.
Condor 302, turn right, heading 350.
Right, 350, Condor 9222.
Right, so runway 24, and it is the Tiano 8 Juliet departure.
Alitalia 1267, 4,000 feet. Request I guess.
Alitalia 1267, radar contact, climb flight level. Confirm your request level is 310.
So after Sorrento, no speed restrictions though now, so that's fine. We'll just leave it in managed mode rather than pre-selecting.
250 for
Can I actually get rid of that?
Ok, climb flight level
Pre-selected.
250.
No, I can't. Okay, fine.
Devi alzare un po' il microfono perché non ti si sente.
We'll pop green dot in.
Roma Control, good evening. Easy 482 with Taipei
Okay, so quick,
320
just
Neo
to
at Napoli, requesting IFR
rebrief that.
clearance to Pula, please.
I just want to check our initial climb is 6,000 feet. That's fine. We've got the new squawk in the box 5510. Departure is exactly the same with regards to how we're now taxiing and where we're going from, and it will be still at the left turn, Gemma, and then just on Sorrento following the Juliet. No speed restrictions, and the only other thing that I'm going to do
Easy 482.
is SOR in there.
Easy 482.
Right, we're now ready for taxi.
I don't have your flight plan, sir.
Okay, let me just double check that and I'll contact you back.
Thank
Just
you.
Give me 2 minutes, thanks.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike is now ready for taxi, and we can depart via Echo at Naples.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, via Quebec and Romeo, holding point Bravo, runway Quebec and Tango Sierra, holding point runway 24.
Taxi Quebec Romeo Tango Sierra and holding point Echo for runway 24 Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
Roma Radar, good evening, Ryanair 19 Lima. We're at Naples, stand 18, QNH 1014, Boeing 737.
Let's go.
Requesting IFR clearance to Palu, please.
Ryanair 19 Lima, cleared to your destination via Teano 8 Juliet. Initial climb 6,000.
Okay, so Petrek, no change to our takeoff performance. That
1,000,
is
runway
fine.
24.
Via Echo, drive figures runway 24.
Juliet departures, initial climb
Engine out
6,000,
procedure is still the same,
and squawk
straight
1000,
out.
Ryanair 19
It's
Lima.
no longer in the secondary flight plan,
Ryanair 19 Lima, start and
but it's
push approved.
3,000 500 feet, and then we're
And
direct to
Control, do you have a flight plan for
is
EZ482
Kia.
now?
4,000 feet will be our holding altitude. Departure is now Tiano 8 Juliet. No speed restrictions as previously briefed. First turn will be to the left.
I don't
I shall
have
climb
your
is
tag in my
6,000.
departure list, sir. Could you please repeat once again your call sign?
EZ482, Echo Zulu Yankee 482.
And I don't have your tag, sir. I don't know why. I don't have your call sign in my list, sir. It's very strange. Could you please disconnect and reconnect once again?
Yeah, no problem. I'll try that now. We'll try again. Thanks.
We'll get on the
Thank
straight
you.
part of the taxiway Tango Sierra, and then we'll
leaving in my space. Monitor Unicom
we'll do the
123.
taxi checklist.
Unicom, Itaro 98 ciao grazie.
Ciao, Ryanair 13 Papa
Brake check.
Bravo, descend flight level 120.
Fine.
Descend 120, Ryanair 13 Papa Bravo.
Austrian 34 Lima Mike, monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom, bye-bye. 34 Lima Mike.
From Control, EZ482 is back with you. Do you have a white flight plan now?
Okay, now it's okay, sir. Easy482, clear to your destination via Teano 8 Juliet. Initially 6,000, transponder 5511, runway 24.
Squawk 5511, runway 24, initially 6,000, and we are cleared to Pula via the Piano 8 Juliet departure.
Alright, now let's run the taxi checklist. Flight control's been checked.
Easy482.
Flap settings, config 1. FMA, we've got
forward.
climb nav, blue 152. 13,000 is wrong. That should be 6.
16 Bravo India, leaving in my space. Monitor Unicom.
6,000 blue.
Bye-bye.
And the
Olympic 16 Bravo India.
ECAM memo got takeoff no blue.
Ciao.
AFB is
Condor
stowed.
9222, descend
disconnected.
4,000.
Solid 4, Condor 922.
And Ryanair 379 Hotel, ready for takeoff, Cairo, runway 14.
Ryanair 397 Hotel, cleared for takeoff, wind 190, 11 knots.
Alpha 24 on Twitch. No
379
EFB
Hotel,
problems that
thanks.
I've had today. All's working
Condor
well.
9222, confirm you're requesting another visual approach.
FM 922.
Okay, copied.
Roma Radar, buonasera, Itaro 663, request clearance to Ibiza.
Drax, am I still taxiing? No, mate. I'm about to take off.
Cleared to Ibiza via Vesuv 7 Golf. Initially 6,000 feet. Transponder 5513, runway 24.
Right, just check we don't miss this turn
27 Golf,
of Echo. I think this is Delta.
Squawk
Quickly check.
55134, runway 24, Itaro 663.
Yeah, that's
Itaro
Delta.
63, start and push approved, facing east.
Facing east, thank you, Itaro 663.
Can tell we're nice and light today.
From Control, EZ482, ready for taxi.
Aircraft is just rolling away. Normally only happens with the Neo aircraft.
EC482, taxi via Quebec, Tango Sierra, holding point 24.
Quebec, Tango Sierra, holding point 24.
Itaro 663, start up approved and wait for pushback. Traffic taxiing behind.
Wait for pushback.
B3,
Itaro
any way to
663.
keep the speed constant while taxiing? Well, as I say, in the Neo, the A320NX, they've got that spot on because that taxis under idle thrust quite easily. So you need to just keep applying brakes, which is easier to do if you've got
Condor
rudder pedals.
9002.
Other than that, the only other thing you do is a single engine taxi,
320 downwind.
which, given the delay on
Left
startup,
320
we could probably have done
Condor
today.
922.
Right, we're going to make a left turn here on onto Echo.
Condor 9222, descend 3000.
That's a 3, Condor 922.
And Condor 9322. Left 240.
Left hand heading 240, Condor 922.
And runway there, Tomjet 19 Tango, we are ready for taxi. We assume, or would we be correct in saying that runway 24 is active instead of 06?
Tomjet 19 Tango, runway news 24. So, rest of clearance doesn't, is the same, okay? So, runway 24.
Roger that, thank you very much. In that case, we'll be ready for taxi for Tomjet 19 Tango.
And Tom 19 Tango, passing holding point 24 via Quebec, and Tango Sierra.
Roger that, holding point 24 via Quebec and Tango Sierra for Tomjet 19 Tango, thank you.
Lima, are you ready for taxi?
We're ready for taxi, and we can take Echo, Robert, right now, 19 Lima.
Runway 19 Lima, taxi
Oh dear.
via Quebec, Tango
Sounds like
Sierra,
Dark Fury's
holding
got
point
a screaming child in the flight deck.
Tango Sierra, holding point 24, right now, 19 Lima.
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, holding point Echo, runway 24 Naples.
heading 130 and clear for visual report runway side.
Left 130, we got the runway inside, Condor 922.
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike is holding Echo for departure runway 24 Naples.
Easy 482, are you ready for departure?
Easy 482 is holding Charlie, runway 24.
Easy 42, cleared for takeoff, wind 290, 6 knots.
How dare you.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, many thanks, Easy 482.
It's not you, Kevin, by any chance.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, behind departing traffic, line up and wait behind.
Behind departing company traffic, line up and wait runway 24 behind Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
Ryanair 397, radar contact, climb level 300.
Dutch Captain says, imagine having a kid and only doing maybe 1 or 2 flights a week. Dutch Captain, I've got 4. Somehow still managed to do more than 1 or 2 a week. It's because I've got a good wife. Noxima, if you want to find out my settings, I have a video on the YouTube channel which explains all of those.
Ryanair 13 Papa Bravo.
Oh, Kevin, are you Tomjet tonight? Fair enough.
13 Papa Bravo.
Flight level 110.
Flight level 110, Ryanair 13 Papa Bravo.
Right, there goes the company jet. Approach path
Alitalia
is
1267,
clear.
descend flight level 120. Ponza 1 Alpha arrival, ILS runway 24.
Descend 120, Ponza 1 Alpha arrival, 4.
Fabio, puoi alzare un po' il volume del microfono? Non ti si sente. Ti sento 1 su 5. Puoi alzare il microfono, grazie. Il volume.
And the line up checklist cabin secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway via Echo runway 24. TCAS take
Guitarro
packs 1 and 2 off.
5, leaving my space, monitor Unicom. Bye bye.
Monitor Unicom, Itaro 1625, ciao.
Dutch Captain, my eldest is absolutely into aviation. Indeed.
Ryanair 344 Romeo, cleared to Vienna via Covas 6 Delta. Initially 6000. Transponder 5514, runway 14.
Hello, Ryanair 344 Romeo, clear to Vienna, filed Kovac 6 Delta, departure initially climbing 6,000 feet, squawking 5514, departing runway 14.
Ryanair 344 Romeo, start and push approved. Break, easy 482, radar contact, climb flight level 300.
Climb flight level 300, easy 482.
Sounds like it's also going to be flying at the same altitude that we've got
And
planned.
Condor 922, we are...
We'll see if we can get maybe a bit higher.
Condor 932, clear to land, wind 190, 9 knots.
Clear to land, runway 14.
Ballistic Rise, no, my eldest, he sometimes comes in on the sim and has a muck about. He's only 8.
Itaro 663, pushback approved, facing east.
Facing east, Itaro 663.
Eurowings 3 Victor X-ray. Monitor Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
Right, it's been more than a couple of minutes, so we should get our takeoff clearance at any point.
And the Tarro 9818, leaving my space. Monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom 1280, Tarro 9818, ciao.
Oh, Elk Chocolate, is that you in the Easy? No worries, mate. How long do we sit here before we remind him? That is the question. It's been more than 2 minutes.
Request taxi or runway 24, ITAR 660.
In real life, it should be 4 minutes, though. Same SID, same destination.
Tarro.
So, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt there.
Via Tango Sierra, the point 24.
Tango Sierra, holding point 24, ITAR 660.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike,
There we go.
cleared for takeoff, wind 2806 knots.
Clear takeoff runway 24, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike. Okay.
Ryanair 19
Take
Lima
off.
behind
Stop the chrono.
departing traffic, line up and wait behind.
Engine 2
Guys
critical.
are departing Easyjet, right up away behind. This Ryanair 19 Lima.
I hear another pilot in your home. It's the second pilot.
Set takeoff thrust, Manflex SRS runway.
Yes, he thinks he is.
It's a baby.
You gotta start him young.
Okay.
Could be worse, it could be Dark Fury's other half screaming at him.
100 knots.
Checked. V1. Rotate. Nav.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, radar contact, climb level 300.
Climb flight level 300, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike. Autopilot 1 engaged, and a thrust climb. Climb.
Connor 9222, vacated runway 14.
And
Got no speed restrictions, so let's
9322.
might as well target 250 now.
Your distraction, monitor Unicom. Have a good evening and bye-bye.
I need to check if you can actually get rid of a pre-selected speed. I can't do it for some reason in the Phoenix. I need to check if we could do it in the real aircraft.
So maybe correction, robot radar.
That is a really nice scenic departure. Nighttime departure from Naples. Loving the reflection as well on the med there of those lights.
Tom 19 Tango.
That's our speed.
Position, you will be number 2
Clean
on
up.
departure sequence.
What's our hold position number 2 for Tom 1 Tango?
Just confirming we've got no speed restrictions. I'm pretty certain that we don't. That is indeed it. That is indeed true. Get pack 2 on. They're not going to asphyxiate, don't worry. Dutch captain, eyesight, sadly.
Roma Radar, buonasera from Virtual
Double climb 300 blue.
302.
Virtual Verite 2302, good evening to you. Flight to G3. Expect G3 to Romeo arrival, ILS runway 05 in Dolbia.
Good luck to you, Dutch captain.
Hai copiato?
A nice little direct from this
Victor
ATC would be
2302.
lovely now. So, spoilers,
Silenzio.
flaps, gear, Get our lights off. I'm just going to pop in the dome so we can see.
Virtual 2302.
Good evening, Roma Radar from Virtual over Italy 2302. Scusami, avevo un problema alla cuffia.
Non hai sentito la mia istruzione? G32 Romeo, ILS 05.
ILS 05 from Virtual over Italy 2302.
G32 Romeo.
Via G32 Romeo.
Okay, pass transition altitude. Get that on.
Che fatica.
Good evening, it's Easy 218 on finals now to Malta, flight level 58, descending 580.
Easy 218, good evening to you. Runway news 31 via Kekor, descend 3000.
Runway 31, set up for 13.
Okay, runway 13, approved. And
The controller's obviously quite busy tonight. He's controlling a heck of a lot on his own, but
runway 13.
a nice little direct to the left now would save fuel, save time.
Ryanair 19 Lima, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, wind 2806 knots.
Clear for takeoff, Ryanair 19 Lima.
Tomjet 19 Tango, behind the departing traffic, line up and wait behind.
Behind departing traffic, line up and wait. Behind for Tomjet 19 Tango.
Easy 218, established on 13.
Easy 218, cleared to land, wind is calm.
Easy 218, clear to land, thank you.
Half expected it to be a little bit lighter than it is. The sun really does drop quickly the closer you get to the equator, doesn't it?
Ryanair 344 Romeo, are you ready for taxi?
Not yet. Ryanair 344 Romeo, we need another 2 minutes.
Ryanair 344 Romeo, when ready, taxiing via Alpha, holding point 14.
Via Alpha, holding point 14, Ryanair 344 Romeo, roger that.
Right, we've well past 10,000 feet, as nice and stable, so I think we can release the passengers, get airports on the EFIS,
Ryanair
we can
13 Papa Bravo, descend.
clear that out. We're still going direct to Tiana, so we'll leave that in for a second.
QNH 1012.
Well, 300, that's no problem for us. 0 our cost index. Second flight plan will copy
And
that.
Ryanair 13 Papa Bravo, for shortcut, turn left, heading 190.
Left to 190.
Didn't realise we got that discontinuity in there, actually.
13 Papa Bravo.
Got rid of it now.
Ryanair 19 Lima, radar contact, flight level 300.
Negative 3, the PAs are from self-loading cargo. Just get rid of the seatbelt signs.
Easy 42, fly direct to Suksub.
We may get a similar direct
Direct
to that.
system, Easy 482.
Hopefully in a few minutes.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
There you go.
Fly direct to Suksub.
Direct Suksub for Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike, thank you.
Our cabin crew will be along shortly. Please contact
Alitalia 1267, descend flight level negative, descended 9,000 feet. QNH 1014.
Where?
sempre le cinture di sicurezza allacciata. Questo è in caso di turbolenza imprevista. Il nostro equipaggio di cabina arriverà a breve. Si prega di contattarli se avete domande o avete bisogno di assistenza.
And Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike, can you just confirm the direct, please, and give that to us phonetically?
Suksub, you have in your flight plan Sierra Uniform X-ray, Uniform Bravo, Suksub.
Yes, just stand by, please, Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike. Oh. Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike, yeah, affirm, sorry, we have got it. We're direct Suksub now, thank you.
Tomjet 19 Tango, cleared for takeoff, wind 2806.
Don't know how I missed that.
Clear for takeoff from 24 for Tango 1 Tango Gatsby.
Itaro 663 behind the departing traffic. Line up and wait behind.
Behind the departure traffic, line up and wait, Itaro 660.
Nigel, if an aircraft has an overweight landing, does it need any special inspections? It will potentially, but realistically, the main things you need to do for an overweight landing procedure are have the APU running, just gives the engines a little bit better performance, and land gently. that is essentially it. Land gently and have the APU running.
Turn right heading 230.
Right 230, Ryanair 1 Bravo.
And 13 Papa Bravo descend 3,000 feet.
Descend 3,000, Ryanair 1 Bravo.
Shouldn't take as long to get up to cruise, should it? To be honest, we might see if we can get a higher altitude. It will save a little bit of fuel and perhaps a little bit more time as well. So flight level 36 would be nice, that's our optimum. And Alpine 3 for Alpine, could we request flight level 360 tonight?
Station calling, sorry, say again.
Alpine 3 for Alpine, just wondering if we can request flight level 360.
Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike, 360 approved.
Thank you, we'll continue on flight level 360, Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike.
Ryanair 19 Lima.
Hey, Andy, yeah, good spot. So, we're still climbing quite well at 250 knots because we pulled the speed due to a pre-select earlier, which then we couldn't clear out. So, I can put that back in managed speed. I can leave it at 250, it just means we'll get up to cruise altitude a little bit quicker. But if we manage the speed there, look, we'll just see that starting to level off a little bit while it increases.
Ryanair 13 Papa Bravo, turn right heading 260.
Hey, Lewis from Newcastle, hope you're well. Commentator Jacob, what do I think of the 737-600? I think it's had its day. But that's just me. Nigel, you're more than welcome, mate. If you want to enjoy the stream so far, guys, if you could do me a little favour and hit that like button, it does make a big difference to the channel. So,
thank you
for taking the time to hit that like button for me.
Radar, buonasera, November 301 Sierra Romeo, Firenze, request FR clearance to Istanbul, Sabiaboken.
There's Naples down there.
Good evening, November 301 Sierra
What a
Romeo.
long departure. So, Naples has got a new departure that they're trialling at the moment,
5 Mike.
which would have been perfect for us tonight.
Initially 6,000. Transponder 5517.
As you can see, it's on a trial basis.
Clear to Sabiaboken, Gavra 5
Wonder if it's annoying the
climb
locals.
6000, Squawk 5517, runway 23, November 301 Sierra Romeo.
November Sierra Romeo, start and push approved.
Setup approved, we don't need pushback from our position, so setup approved, we'll call for
Oh, Danny, the FCOM's ridiculous to try and read.
Papa Bravo.
It's like 5,000 pages. How long is my FCOM?
Right, heading 360,
Let's have a quick
clear
look.
ALS 04 right, report established.
Right 360 and clear ALS 04 right, we report established. Ryanair 1 Papa Bravo.
My FCOM is 4,842 pages. So, trying to find what you need is a blooming nightmare sometimes.
Wind 2806 knots.
Clear for takeoff, Vitaro 663.
DMA8, not sure if we've got a stream tomorrow, but then I always say that. Hopefully we will, but if not, DMA8, I will see you tomorrow. Zico, you mishandled the star into Rome and made this controller very angry the other
Virtual 2302, descend flight level 110.
Descend flight level 110 from Virtual over Italy 2302.
Roma radar, Ryanair 344 Romeo on Alpha, fully ready for 14.
Ryanair 344 Romeo cleared for takeoff, wind 1909 knots.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14, Ryanair 344 Romeo, thank you.
Danny, you've managed to get an Aer Lingus one. That's 7,782 pages. My God, that's big. If you have a PDF reader that can also use the links, that is really handy. If not, you're kind of batting blind, aren't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence a service of hot drinks and alcoholic beverages.
Easyjet 218, thanks for your assistance at the gate. Good night.
Bye-bye, good night, sir.
The aisles are kept clear of bags. Our drinks menu can be found in the pocket in front of you. We serve a variety of local and international coffees, teas, beers, wines, and spirits. Please note that alcoholic drinks will not be served to those under 18 years of age. Signore e signori.
Easy 482, monitor Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
1228, out of 30.
Itaro 663, radar contact, climb, flight level 320.
320, Itaro 663.
Serviamo una varietà di caffè, tè, birre, vini e liquori locali e internazionali. Si prega di notare che le bevande alcoliche non saranno servite ai minori di 18 anni.
Ryanair 397 Hotel, contact Marseille, frequency 119.75, bye-bye.
Contact Marseille on 119.75, Ryanair 397 Hotel. Thank you, buonasera.
Bye-bye.
Roma radar, Ryanair 344 Romeo.
Chris, also, if it's a PDF, you can use the find for it. You can. But it's huge. And usually there are links within it as well, so if you can just tap those, it's far easier.
344 Romeo, just to correct, we are passing 2,600.
Radar contact, climb flight level 360.
Climbing 360, Ryanair 344 Romeo, thank you.
Well, 3,000 feet to go. What time we were looking to get into Pula tonight? Just after 10 o'clock. UK time, that is.
7,000, sorry, disregard my message. Descend 7,000 feet.
Lewis, thank you for subscribing on YouTube as well. Appreciate that.
Ryanair 397 and monitor Unicom 1228. Bye-bye.
Okay, so we're obviously still in the climb. We're not going to be in the cruise
Roma
for
radar,
very
hello,
long today.
Alpine 4 Yankee requesting IFR clearance
So,
to...
just having a quick look at our arrival. Should be pretty straightforward.
I stand by.
IFR clearance to Pula with no information on board. We're at Naples.
Alpine 24 Yankee cleared to Pula via Teano 8 Juliet. Initially 6,000. Transponder
Slightly steeper approach tonight as well.
Runway 24.
3.2.
Alpine 24 Yankees clear to Pula via the TIA 8
45 meter wide
Juliet
runway.
departure initial.
We've got Pappies as well.
Squawk 5520 and runway 24.
Are they set to 3.2? Ah, they're not. That's interesting. So,
Alpine 24 Yankee.
Pappies are set to 3 degrees.
Start and push approved.
But the ILS itself
Start and push approved for Alpine 24 Yankee.
is 3.2 with the glide slope.
From radar, November 30 around Sierra Romeo, call for taxi.
November Sierra Romeo, taxiing backtrack approved, runway 23, report ready for departure.
Backtrack approved, runway 23, we report ready for departure, November 30 Sierra Romeo.
So about 700 feet to go, then we're at cruise. Make sure nothing's broken. And we can see quite clearly now the coastline of Italy. And Dark Fury has used the redeem select the destination. So Dark, usually you try and kill me with your destinations. Where are we going to this time? Let us know. And Nick's just going to drink instead. Don't blame you, Nick. Dark, you have to tell us where you want to fly to, mate. Please know whether I'm going to end up in a ditch.
Ryanair 13 Papa
We all
Bravo,
remember
full
Vega.
established Zulu 04 right.
Ryanair 13 Papa Bravo, clear to land,
My can't start.
wind calm.
Clear to land, runway 04 right, 13 Papa Bravo.
Virtual
And I'll cruise.
2302, fly direct to G3.
Fly direct to G3 for Virtual over Italy 2302.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, monitor Unicom 1228, bye-bye.
122 Desmite, thank you for the service. Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, good night. As it, we're on our own. Dark Fury, let's go back to Vegas. Shall we put it to the vote? You do what you want. You've bought the destination. You've bought the ticket, Dark. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to check my SD pages and make sure nothing's broken. Now we're at cruising cost We've put the cost index back to 4, and we've set TCAS to below. Let's make sure nothing's broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, you'll be delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you nice views throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and should be experiencing.
Pressure differential is a bit high.
Of course, this means that you will not smoke any of your drinks that you may have from the cabin crew as they begin to start making their way around the aircraft. Could you please ensure that the aisles are kept clear so the cabin crew can offer you their cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet single pilot channel members are able to access free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
Alfie Campbell, mate, welcome to the First Officers Club. Thank you, our first new channel member of our stream this evening. Amazing stuff. Thank you for supporting the channel, Alfie. And of course, if you're on our Discord server, remember to get yourself into our members lounge as well as checking out our members only streams that we've done as well. Naples To Pula is the free airport that we'll be having a look at when we get there. Okay, let's do a fuel check as well. So let's do that now. Suksub. What fuel should we have? Let's find out. So we departed with 5.7 tons of fuel, which is 200 kilograms extra. Add in the contingency, that's 400 kilograms extra. Let's find Suksub, see what we should have. Where are you? Suksub is eluding me tonight. I've lost it twice. There it is. So that's, call it 3.5 plus about 3.9. Should have about 3.9 tons on board. We've got 3,860. That's spot on. So we're happy with that. We'll get some en route weathers then as well. See what's around. I'm not really sure where we can look at, to be honest, because there's not too many airports that Easyjet would want to dart into this neck of the woods. Not that they fly to normally. So Ancona is probably our sort of best bet. LIPY. We'll check that out. So if we go to our VATSIM page, we can sign the first officer out. Lima, India, Papa Yankee. We'll see what's happening there. The weather there is 1702, few clouds, 7,800 feet. They seem high. Visibility is fine. So basically, that's wide open. If we needed to get into get in quickly somewhere. We can see that we're on our way towards that anyway, and we've got the Adriatic Sea as well. The coast is just there. But yeah, now we're on Unicom. We're on our own. So welcome, guys. If you are just joining us, if you've been with us a while, then hopefully you're enjoying our flight this evening. Looking forward to checking out Pula in a little while when we get there. Shouldn't be too long. I'm going to start setting up for the approach actually now we're there. So let's do a landing calculation, make sure everything's fine with that. Let's just clear out Tiana, we don't need that anymore. So what we're going to land with, looking to land with 57, 58, 59, 60.7, let's call it 61 tons to land. So let's check this out. Get the latest METAR, apply that, it is dry, runway 27, 61 tons to land. Can we do flap 3? Yeah, flaps 3 and auto brake low, that works for me. Flap 3 when we can do it is better. Alexander, the pilot does not accelerate the plane when it reaches cruising level. No, it's all left in manage mode, and a lot of that actually depends on the cost index that you've got selected. So what we could do is we could pull this and maybe accelerate up to max 7.9, something like that, but very little point in that. Dark, let's do Cairo to Dubai, an Emirates flight. How long is that, Dark? I'm just trying to plan how angry is my wife going to be with me for that length of flight. And what aircraft are we doing it in? Are we in a nice 320 or something more sinister? Although if it's Emirates, it's going to be an Airbus of some sort. Don't give me a 777. I can't fly a 777. 3 hours 20? Almost long haul. Right, so that's that done. Let's then have a look at our arrival setup. Do it in the ATR, Nick. It's now 6 hours 20. So we're going to be coming in Los 13 Lania 605 Crez. Let's check that. Los 613 Lania 605 Crez, and then let's have a look. Those piece constraints, they look fine. Danny, it's not the CRJ. The CRJ is broken. Can't fly the CRJ. It's in a Portuguese field somewhere. Yeah, so they're all fine. We're happy with that. What we got minimums wise for our approach, quite low actually, 2.8. So if we just pop in LDPL runway 27 and put a 9-mile ring around that, 3,000 feet at that point. Radnav page, we will pop in then the Los NDB. And is there any... I think there's a VOR on field because there's a VOR approach. Yeah, the Pula VOR, PUL. That's the Radnav page all set up. LDPL runway 27. Let's get that in there. Okay, let's fill out the performance page. Latest weather is... well, that's actually 31 minutes old. Is there a later one? Doesn't look like it. Wind 0, cav OK, 1810. Wow, okay. How often do you see it with no wind? Is that really the latest METAR? Apparently it is. Okay. Right, well in that case let's fill the stuff out. 1012. We've got no winds, cav OK. This is basically the most gorgeous weather you could possibly ask for landing. QNH 1012, fill that in there, and we'll also pop that up here. Do the same there, so that's done. Temperature is 18. transition altitude to 10,000 feet. We're going to be doing a config 3 landing. What are our minimums then for this this airport? It is of course Cat 1 conditions, 1,000 meters, 1 kilometer runway visual range. That's fine. 505 are the minimums. Pop that in. So it's going to be a manual landing tonight. So that's fine. Clean 224, config 3, VAT 139. Yeah. And copy the active flight plan. Right, box is all filled out. So let's brief our arrival then. Starting with the weather. What weather? There is no weather. There is no weather at Pula whatsoever. There is no wind. There is no cloud. It's essentially broken. Thankfully our aircraft isn't, though. That's still all working with the exception of the weather radar, but who needs that? No NOTAMs that are going to affect our arrival. Threats to be aware of. Unfamiliarity is the big one for me. Don't know this airport at all. It's right on this sort of peninsula. We've got terrain to the north and the east, quite severe terrain as well, but we should be steering well clear of that. Again, just keep in mind, if anything goes wrong, fly south of the airport, south of the Pula VOR, and we'll be over the Adriatic Sea, so that's all fine. But yeah, the only other thing to think about is a slightly steeper glide slope angle than normal. Not so much a threat, but it's something to be aware of. Okay, so let's brief how we're going to do the arrival, the taxi in, and the go around if we need to do it. So we're going to be coming in on the Losange to Sierra arrival. We've checked the coding, that's fine. We've got some speed constraints coming in, so the plan will be then to be sort of green dot 605, flaps 1 as we reach the Cres NDB. And then from there we've got a bit of terrain underneath that Crescent DB actually. Doesn't tell us how far away that is. That is actually quite a long way away looking at that. So is Lanier one of the Lanier's one of the Vias, isn't it? I wonder if we could just shorten this arrival. That would make more sense. Let's just have a quick look at that. Yeah, so we'll come in via Lanier instead. So just check that. LOS 613, Lanier 401. Lanier 401, and that takes us on to the ILS. Brilliant. In that case, we just need to update the speed there, because 230 is probably not what we want to be doing at that point. Let's insert that. Let's just copy the active flight plan, so that's done. Why is it screaming at me that I've not got some information in there? Oh, it's the winds, right. Well, 270 at 1. It's going to make very little difference. So, there we go. Right, so we've just got a slightly shorter route in. So, green dot at Lanier, and then flaps 1 as we get towards 401. Flaps 2 with the glide as per usual. A 401 should be about 3,300 feet, and that's 14 miles away. So that's how I'm going to configure it. It's a normal ILS approach. We've spoken about the glide slope, it's 3.2, so just be aware of that. We might need to make sure definitely we've got flaps 2 set before we start that glide. Normally I can, depending on the wind direction, sometimes just sort of wait a little bit just to keep the aircraft more fuel efficient, but I think with that steeper glide slope we're going to need flaps 2 sooner than normal, so let's keep that in mind. We're going to use auto brake low for the arrival. That's already been calculated and set. Where we're going, where we've vacated, no idea. Let's have a look. Probably going to vacate at Charlie. If not, it's going to be Bravo and backtrack. And the terminals, we've got stands 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. They can all take the A320, so we just need to be careful where we're going. 1 and 2 self-manoeuvring stands. In fact, they all look like self-manoeuvring stands, to be honest with you. So that's fair enough. Just be aware, going back to a little threat, the PAPI's at 3 degrees, the glide slope's 3.2, so they may not align. So let's just keep an eye on that. But it's 45 metres wide, normal width runways, so we shouldn't get any sort of false perspectives as we go. Right, so we know where we're going when we've vacated. Only other thing to speak of then is the go around, which is straightforward. It's straight out on runway track to the PLANDB at 2.5. No, it isn't 2,500 feet. Sorry, it is 2,300 feet. Only other thing to mention, MSA around the airport is because of the terrain that we've got over here, all based off the Cres NDB, and it's 7,700 feet. So that is our lot. That is us all done. We're still over Italy, I think. Just the left-hand side of the aircraft's over Italy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our cabin crew will be around shortly to commence our Otmia Land's next service. Please ensure that your tray tables are in the downward position. To assist our cabin crew, please keep the aisles free of bags and any other items you may have. The food and snacks menu can be found in the back pocket of the seat in front of you. There is also a children's selection of food and healthy snacks available. Please dispose of any rubbish you may have in the bag provided at either ends of the aisles. Please note, we no longer accept payments in cash and take card payments only. Thank you for your support of this channel. Signore e signori, il nostro equipaggio di cabina arriverà a breve per iniziare il nostro servizio di pasti caldi e spuntini. Assicurati che i tavolini del vassoio siano nella posizione rivolta verso il basso. Per assistere il nostro equipaggio di cabina, tieni i corridoi liberi da bagagli e altri oggetti che potresti avere. Il menù di cibo e snack si trova nella tasca posteriore del sedile di fronte a te. C'è anche una selezione di cibi più e spuntini salutari disponibili. Si prega di smaltire eventuali rifiuti che si possono avere nella borsa fornita alle estremità dei corridoi. Si prega di notare che non accettiamo più pagamenti in contanti e accettiamo solo pagamenti con carta. Grazie per il tuo supporto a questo canale.
Have we ever done a flight in Africa? Yes, quite recently actually. We flew to Nairobi, didn't we? Checking out the new Headwind A330 when it had a recent update. Chris Hogg, you just landed in Edinburgh. Hope it went well, Chris. Danny, TUI in a Dreamliner to Cape Verde, what a vibe. I've done Cape Verde in real life. I've done it on TUI in real life. And it was a 757. It was goddamn awful. It wasn't great. It was an awful flight. Because it literally just sat under the threshold of what they considered to be long haul. So you had no entertainment. You had nothing to do for 5.5 hours or however long it was. I've forgotten where we flew from now. I think it was Birmingham. But yeah, not a great experience. The holiday though was fine. If you're the kind of person that likes doing nothing on holiday other than sitting, drinking, swimming, reading and relaxing, it's the perfect place to go. Dark Fury, you did not know that Emirates use the A380 from Dubai to Cairo. Dark, Emirates use the A380 for everything. they really do. Hey Top Gun, hope you're well. Hey Van Dave. So Danny, what is the shortest A380 route? I mean, British Airways used them from Heathrow to Germany, didn't they? Just to sort of get them back in service. Danny, wow, Birmingham to Cape Verde in a Boeing, my condolences. I know, right? An old Boeing at that. I fell out with TUI on that particular flight. I think they were still TUI. I don't think they were Thompson. It wasn't that long ago. But I fell out with them because our eldest lad, oh, well, it was 8 years ago now. No, 6.5 years ago. Our eldest lad, he was just before his second birthday, so obviously he was free, and because he was an infant, there was no meals provided for him. Now, bear in mind, it was nearly 2. So yeah, there was no food, no meals provided for him. Now, I don't have a problem with that because he's an infant, his ticket is free, no meals, that's fine. What I did have an issue with was we tried to purchase a meal for him so that he could eat. You know, we said, right, we're fine, there'll be something to pay, I don't expect it for free, but they still wouldn't give us one. And that is what I took issue with. Now, obviously, we gave our food and our meals to our lads, so he wasn't starving. But I just thought, what kind of insanity is that? You can't even purchase a meal, which was very, very frustrating. Oh, Chris Hogg, mate, thank you so much for your £2 super chat saying sharing the love. Flight went well. Excellent, Chris, and hopefully you had a nice touchdown. I like Edinburgh. Were you on VATSIM as well, Chris? Was there any ETC if you were on VATSIM? Nicole, what model matching do I use? FSTraffic and FSLTL models. J-Hog, Dad's just left. Fair enough. He's got a nice long drive back. Dave, can we possibly do a flight in your hometown of Tampa with the new scenery? So the way that we work this on the channel, because otherwise I'm just inundated with sort of flight requests. So our top tier channel members can obviously request any flight they want, and you can also use your Easyjet points, which you acquire free over time to purchase a flight. Like Dark Fury's done today. He wants to go to Dubai, apparently. Right, let's get down because I've missed our top of descent. Thrust idle, open descent, let's get down.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, you will be delighted to hear that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination, at which point the cabin crew...
3,000 feet, 3,500 feet, that's easy.
If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear and the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelts are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
Yeah, if we keep this up as well, look, we can see we're going to meet the profile at Ibkis. So
Pula area traffic, Ryanair 19 Lima, flight 300, descending now for the Luzin for Foxtrot, arrival.
The what? What arrival's that? Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, why not? So we're doing Lawson to Sierra and Vellania. Drax, do I know manual throttle works best for manual landings? I'm going to take issue with that, Drax. The aircraft can control the throttle far better than a human. In fact, the aircraft can control itself, all systems, far better than a human. Danny, we wouldn't be cold in Dubai. It's 32 degrees at the moment. It's just humid as well, isn't it? Nick's just queued up the points. So who's got the most Easyjet points at the moment? Eastbird sitting pretty at the top still, with Elliot in second, Mark third, Peter ATTO in fourth, Chris Morgan is in fifth, 6 is Soren, Nick is number 8. No, he isn't. Nick is number 7. Number 8 is Ginger Ninja, number 9 is Otto, and number 10 is Dr. Magic. Has Dark Fury fallen out of the leaderboard? Never. I'm an ATC, nice speed for descent. Yeah, just we were a bit high on the profile, so we're just getting down. Dan, does Easyjet still have any special liveries? I saw their Neo livery the other day, which has obviously got the big grey Neo letters plastered across the back of the fuselage. Dark Fury, you're spending some points on lights up. You do, Dark. You spend your points quite wisely. VIP, you come and sit in the jump seat, and you request the route. That's what it's there for, Dark, isn't it? You also spend them on failures as well, Dark, which is... you're not going to do it today, though. I mean, we've got your brand new aircraft today on its maiden flight.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, Ryan 19 Lima. Can you just confirm your speed and position, please?
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike is currently 16 miles from Ipkiss, speed 290 knots, and we're passing flight level 240. Where the hell are you? Are you above us?
Roger, we'll increase our speed to 305 to maintain separation.
Now, welcome. We've got you on TCAS now at 2,000 feet below us. We'll reduce our speed slightly for 134 Alpha Mike.
Thank you very much. We just don't want to repeat what happened the other day with the go-around right now, 19 Lima.
I think I should make you go around.
Still might make the both of you go around.
Where's the holding point?
I'm in a Boeing, you never know, I might create to the runway.
That's true. Funnily enough, if you're coming in by the Crescent DB, there is a designated holding point there.
Okay, is that a hint there, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike?
I'm not going to race you in. You've got children to worry about. Mine are in bed. Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
So is my first officer, thankfully. I'm a lone pilot tonight.
As it should be. As it should be. Right, is there a holding point at Loz? There's nothing sort of given to us, but it may be worth potentially thinking about that for separation, otherwise we're just going to come straight in on the top of Dark Fury. We can see him there. Obviously we don't want that, because he's literally underneath us. Yeah, there he is, look. Right, we know we've got terrain as well to the east of the east of the airport, so let's get the terrain radar in case we need it. Hey, John B. Only the one, I think, John. And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, we're going to enter a hold at the Lima Oscar Sierra NDB just for separation and something to do. Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, I was going to hold at the Cree holding point to allow you to go ahead. If you still like that to go ahead, just let us know right now, 19 Lima.
No, that's fine. If you can carry on with your approach, and we'll just efficiently hold and reduce altitude at the Loz NDB, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, and then we'll have good separation. Okay, let's manage the speed, and we'll get down in this hold. Nick says if I hold, he can get another gin. That's a good point, Nick.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
Saul, do I get any lagging on the landings? You pretty much have the same specs as me, just half the RAM. See, the RAM I think is quite a big thing as well. But I would suggest just lowering your settings, because that's probably one of the biggest causes. The difference between open descent and managed descent. Managed descent will try and keep your aircraft on profile. Open descent will descend your aircraft at whatever rate is required to maintain the speed that you have set. Yeah, Dutch Captain, that's not correct, I'm afraid. In sudden decompression, then you can use open descent, but that's not its main use. Vihan Dave, tips for a VATSIM rookie: go and listen at a busy airport on the ground before you do anything, and always make sure you know how to fly your aircraft, and have a pen to hand as well. Seatbelt signs on. We'll sit in this hold for a couple of rotations, and then we'll be free of the traffic.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on. Please ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened and returned to your seat immediately if you are not already seated. Infant seatbelts are provided for our passengers traveling with small children. The trolley will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Whilst seated, please find the airline magazine in the front pocket, providing you with lots of information about the channel and the perks of becoming a channel member. Please ask a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you. Signore e signori, il segnale di allacciare le cinture di sicurezza è stato acceso. Assicurati che la cintura di sicurezza
Center the traffic, 482 is going 10 miles from Charlie Radio Echo.
per neonati sono fornite per i nostri passeggeri che viaggiano con bambini piccoli. I servizi igienici ora non saranno più utilizzati fino a quando il segnale di allacciare le cinture di sicurezza non sarà spento. Mentre sei seduto, trova la rivista della compagnia aerea nella tasca anteriore che ti fornisce molte informazioni sul canale e sui vantaggi di diventare un membro del canale. Chiedi a un membro dell'equipaggio di cabina se hai bisogno di assistenza. Grazie.
Well, let's see how far Dark Fury is now ahead of us. I would imagine that hold will actually have done the job for us. Okay, so now below the profile, I'm going to pop that into managed descent mode. That's fine. So speed descent 135 magenta, which is actually above us. I've not got any constraints shown on there, which is interesting. So I'm not going to be too worried about that. Let's now go direct to Lanier then, and we can resume. Speeding back up. So might as well pull speed and hold 250, and we'll get down to 6,000 feet. 1012, we're on local QNH now, 6,000 blue. Let's run the approach checklist. So BARF QNH is 1012, seatbelt signs are on, minimums are 505 set, auto brake low, and our EFB is stowed. Scotty, what's the interface like for the VATSIM controllers? I've not seen it, so I'm afraid I don't know. I can't answer that, I'm afraid. Dutch Captain, I'd be very surprised if they only use open descent in those kind of scenarios. There's loads of reasons to use open descent, particularly if you're late and kept high. You don't want to push managed descent when you're above the profile, because you push for managed descent, it's going to try and catch up with that profile, and you're going to get very close to your maximum aircraft's operating speed, which is, you know, a big no-no. You definitely don't want that.
To capture the localizer from runway 27 and we're currently 19 miles.
10,000 feet. Okay, 3000 blue, and we are VS now, using the VS mode to work out as and when we're getting down. Just quickly looking, where's my level off arrow gone? There it is. Down we go. So we're obviously going to slow down as well in a little bit. We'll get down to green dot as briefed, and then because of that slightly steeper approach, we obviously want to get the flaps out sooner than normal. So I'm just going to keep us getting down nice and quick. Then we've got plenty of time to slow down so we can get below the below F speed. Sorry, below S speed. Hey, fly guy. Alexander, isn't managed descent effectively VNAV? Yes, that's the Boeing definition of it. Yes. Right, just looking at the aircraft we've got on final here. I don't want to get in the way of. I believe that's Dark Fury. So let's look to level off now. In order to do that, we're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to slow down at 2,000 feet per minute, so we'll go to open descent. That will just thrust out low descent. We'll just see the aircraft sort of level off a bit whilst it drops speed. Ryan, is RD presets Naples worth getting? Yeah, I think so. I think it's a very nice airport. I'm looking forward to seeing this FREEWARE Pula in a few minutes as we come in. If it looks like we're going to get in the way of the aircraft over there, we can just make a right-hand turn. We'll make a downwind and then a left traffic on the base. So yeah, I think that is actually exactly what we're going to have to do to file our way through. So, heading mode. Just arrest the rate of descent, so VS is now 500.
LDPL ground, Transavia 5997 will hold at waypoint Papa Lima 601, including transfer.
And Alpha 34 Alpha Mike, we're now making a right turn heading downwind for left traffic ILS runway 27. So if you want to continue with the ILS, that's absolutely fine. We'll tuck in behind you.
Was that for me, Transavia 5997? I can continue if you like to. I'm just about to head on the hold point.
Yeah, go ahead and continue. We'll tuck in behind you. Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
That's great, Transavia 5997.
So there he is. Right, we need to tidy up our flight plan now. We're in heading mode, so let's do that. Select that. Select the radial in. That extends our runway centre line. Hit that. And
Pula traffic, right
again.
19 Lima will stay in the hold at crest until traffic has cleared.
So we just need to be careful. We can see two other aircraft conversion there. I'm guessing maybe Dark Fury is at crest. And aircraft in the hold at crest. Just confirm your altitude for us, please. Your holding altitude, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike.
4,000, right at 19 Lima.
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, we're going to hold at crest as well. We're going to hold at 5,000, so we'll come in after you.
And switch traffic, Transat 1, I think we're overhead the Lima Oscar Sierra NDB, we're inbound on the Lima Oscar Sierra. Correction, Lima Oscar Sierra 20 arrival for the ILS Zulu 27 crest transition. We'll plan to hold a crest if traffic is still in the way.
So we're not going to put that hold in, just check. Inbound course is 265, left turns. Just keeping an eye on the fuel. I've got 2.9 tons in there. CNR was 2.5. Busy airport tonight, Pula. Alphax 24, how do you get the blue circles around the airport? So I use the fixers page for that, which is flight plan, then top left, go to the fixers page, type in whatever waypoint you want, and then you can put the radius around it or a radial outbound from it. Let's just clear that discontinuity there. So, in the hold, and we're going to hold in 5,000. And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike is 8 miles out, inbound Charlie Romeo Echo, where we'll take up the hold at 5,000 feet. Cyberdynamic, yeah, FREEWARE Airport Pula, which is where we're heading to now.
LWPO ground, Transavia 5997, established on the ILS, 40 miles out of MH7, LDPO.
Transavia 5997, if you could let us know when you're about 5 miles from the threshold, that'd be great. Right now, 19 Lima.
Will do, Transavia 5997.
Right, so we've got Transavia, who's just on final at the moment. We have got, I forgot what airline Dark Fury is flying, but he's in the hold at the moment, 1,000 feet beneath us, although he's only showing 800 feet. Not quite sure why. But yeah, so I would imagine, looking at this, he will be able to exit the hold after one more circuit. We will then come in after him, and separation with that should be fine. Hey Anthony, good evening. Just in time for landing, just in time for a hold, actually.
To the traffic, easy away going around to runway 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, unfortunately it looks as though we may be a little bit delayed in our arrival. We'd like to apologise in advance for any inconvenience this may cause, but please be assured we're doing our very best to get you on the ground as quickly as we can. Thanks for your patience.
Oh, Nick, is he flying the airline with the harp on it? I always used to associate the harp with death, and now they shove it on the tail of an airliner. Interesting. I can see a lot of other aircraft as well, sort of coming towards us. Let's hope they're going to take up the hold as well. So India Papa uniform is identified. There we can see the localizer.
Phantom, that's 190, we're overhead Lanier. We're inbound on the Lost 20 for the airless 027 Chris transition. We're going to be holding at Chris at flight levels correction at 6,000 foot.
That's fine, because we're at 5,000. And just for information, inbound aircraft to Pula. Currently the hold at the moment is one aircraft at 4,000. Ourselves, correction, Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, we're at 5,000. So other aircraft obviously stack on top, that would be great.
Thanks, let me know. We have been listening out and we're going to be holding at 6,000.
Roger, thanks. So to guess, I would imagine now the Ryanair Dark Fury will continue, exit the hold, he'll be on the localizer, and then we should be able to tuck in behind him.
L2 Pure Ground, Transavia 5997 is now 5 nautical miles out of runway 27.
Nick, I love how you're redeeming the gin.
Full area traffic, Ryanair 19 Lima, we're going to continue the circuit and exit at Crest, direct for the ILS.
Wonderful, we've got him on TCAS anyway, so we can see. I think he will, like I said, he's going to exit now. There's the other aircraft just coming in on TCAS above us, up there somewhere, which is fine. He's going to be at 6,000. Once we see him exit, we'll start our descent down to our platform altitude, which is 2,800 feet. Yep, Kazi 84, sadly not. Add to tank fuel crossfeed is now open, nothing to concern ourselves with. So yeah, I'm reckoning now we will be able to continue the Swanville circuit and then get behind the Ryanair if we in particular drop to sort of our final approach speed. Separation for that should be fine. Welcome back, Chris Harker.
Good traffic, Thunder 1, I think we're entering the hold at 6,000 foot.
So that's another aircraft taking up the hold at 1,000 feet above us. Drax, no need to worry about the fuel, mate. Our CNR was 2.5 tons. What would be interesting is if we have to go around, then we need to make a decision on what we're going to be doing. But I don't think we're going to find any better weather than here, are we? There's no wind, there's no clouds. Weather's broken. In real life. So I think this final turn will now get us nicely on the localizer. Yeah, Dave, my thoughts on the A310. I really like it. I think Indibuilds have done a great job there. Kazi A4, hello from Norway. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Full area traffic, Ryanair 19 Lima is now exiting the hold via Crest.
So just check how far out is he.
LDPO traffic, Transavia 5997 has now vacated 27 and will get to stand by
there he is.
by Alpha.
He's about 5 miles, so I reckon we could probably exit the hold and get him behind him if we start slowing down. Right, so let's go for it. Flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1. And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, we're going to be exiting the hold and tucking in behind the Ryanair. We will reduce to final approach speed, so if Ryanair you can just keep up the speed for the other rival, that would be great, and we'll get out of the hold as well.
Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, Roger, we'll keep 180 until 4 miles.
Roger, and we're reducing to final approach speed now for separation Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike. Okay, and flaps 2, speed check, flaps 2.
And Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike, just jet 1 here. Would you mind giving us a check when you're 5 miles out?
We'll go Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike, and we're now starting our descent to the platform altitude 2,800, so we're leaving 5,000.
Fantastic, thank you.
Right, actually, if we go for 3,000 feet, and if we tuck in just here, that should then get us on the glide slope nicely. So VS 700 and 3,000 blue, and we're reducing final approach speed. Danny, what's the special about 5 miles?
Traffic, EV48, go around runway 27. We're going to slot in behind the Tomjet.
Oh, right, another go around. Fair enough. So 5 miles is in normal sky. 5 miles is sort of like that's the closest you can get. However, on finals, 3 miles is permitted.
EV40, can you just repeat that transmission, please? My apologies.
No worries.
Forgot to exit the hole.
We're just running for the reason for the go round. Just heads up for us landing.
Oh, nothing to worry about, mate. It's just my own stupidity. Yeah, you're all good.
I like it. Right, I'll glide slope, lock blue, catch a dual, autopilot 1 and 2. There's lock star. Drax, stop worrying about the fuel. We're not going to have to worry about the fuel at all. Even if we go around, we're not going to have to worry about the fuel. We've got plenty in the tank. $2,800 is our platform altitude, so we've got that set. And we can see that aircraft in front of us. He's about 7.5 miles ahead of us, which is plenty. Glide slope's now available. Nicely under that. Should capture that in a moment. Remember that this approach is 3.2 degrees on the glide slope, so it's slightly steeper than the norm. And remember, the PAPIs are tuned to 3 degrees, so there may be a little discrepancy between them. We may look a little bit high. Alexander, we're not too close to stall speed. No, not at all. There's a good 20 knots between that and between where the protections start and where we are. Is this an ILS DME, just out of interest? Ah, no, it's not. And Pula traffic, Alpine 3 for Alpha Mike has established runway 27, 1 3-mile final, and we are at final approach speed 140. Might be a bit slower than that, actually. Not close enough, 139.
Pula traffic, Ryanair 19 Lima is now 4-mile final, reducing our speed now to final approach speed.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time then, haven't we? Plenty of time. The good thing about this airport as well is we don't need any backtracking, so we can get in and get straight off at either Charlie or Bravo. Charlie does look a little small on there, but there's nothing on there to suggest that we can't take it. Just double checking. Gladstone's alive. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to be quite happy just to increase that speed to 160, just to help the guys behind us get in as well. The aircraft in front is miles ahead, and there's not going to be any issues for separation, so we're just going to hold 160 knots.
And British Traffic Center 1, I think we're going to be continuing down the whole to 4,000 foot.
British Traffic EV482 is currently inbound. Charlie Romeo Echo at 4,000, currently 10 miles.
Gladstone captured. Mr. Approach altitude 2,300 feet.
We're waiting on the Alpine to south 5 miles, but once we get that call, we're going to be going straight in for the runway 27 contact when I take off.
And Alpine 34 Alpha Mike, we're now 8 miles on final, so should have plenty of space to exit the hold and follow us in.
Fantastic, thanks Alpine. We'll start exiting the hold there now, so contact when I take off.
Alexander, an ILS DME just means that the ILS has some distance measuring equipment. This is just an ILS, so it's got the ILS but it doesn't have any distance measuring equipment, which is why I've not got any reading down here of how far out we are. But we do have a VOR on field, so we're using the VOR instead, so we're 6.5 miles out. So with that, we're going to get the gear down, spoilers, lights, slow down back to our final approach speed, and we'll go flaps 3. Speed check, flaps 3. And the landing checklist. Cabin secured for landing, go altitude 2,300 feet. Set Eco memo. Landing should be no blue. We've not hit the overhead. Landing no blue.
Pula traffic right now, 19 limit now vacated.
There we go. Mr. Price, Papri 27 in the scenery is tuned to 3.2. Well, in that case, that is the same as the Glidestone. However, of course, the Pappy in real life is actually tuned to 3, so there should be a bit of a discrepancy in real life. John, no, yeah, because you can go flaps 3 while the gear's going down. No problem there at all. 1,000 feet. What about R5 control?
.500.
Stable.
$100 above. Minimum.
Continue. Looks like a narrow runway, this. Shouldn't be. It's 45 meters.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
And spoilers deployed for screen. Manual brakes. Thrust lever's not working. There we go.
Negative, we're in the hold at Charlie Romeo Echo doing left-hand orbit and we're at 5,000.
So, okay, it's a different time to you guys. Thanks for this.
I'm going to roll to the end and make a turn right. Positive landing is the better use of the term. What was it anyway? The picture was very strange there. I knew we obviously were slightly steeper than normal, but I don't know. Just seemed interesting, that approach. $367. Nah, nothing wrong with that. Pula traffic runway 27 is vacated. Right, let's get to our stand. Passengers were ready for their holiday. It's taken them a while. Danny, who's going to say goodbye to the passengers who were screaming? Not me. First officer can go. So all the passengers have come from a little app called Self-Loading Cargo. Right, where we're going to park.
Good traffic, Sunset 1, I think we're on the localizer for runway 2713 miles.
Looks like gate 9 is the stand of choice tonight.
So the traffic, EV42 is the exiting the hold at Charlie Romeo Echo and descending down 4,000 to the standards on the ILS runway 27.
Either way, we'll check out the airport once we've
traffic
taxied in.
Make things easier for you. We keep the speed to 180 until 40 me for Sunset 1, I think.
Bit of a bump there.
180 until 40 me, that's absolutely perfectly, fair. Anything?
Good noise.
It'll be interesting to do the approach to this airport in the daylight, just so the vision is a little bit better. Right, first turn to the left, and then it should be our second left, assuming we can get in. If not, we'll pull over on a different stand and let GSX do its thing. It is 1507, so I'm using the Thrustmaster TCA side stick. God, this airport's busy. Shouldn't be this busy, should it?
Approach traffic, when I think we're fully established on the ILS 27, currently 5.9 miles.
Look at the Ryanair's taxied up, parked, and he's got all these stands and passengers deboarding already. Look at that. That's quite neat. Right, I want stand... I think there might just be a slight misalignment in the stand numbers. We want this stand here, which I think on the chart is actually stand 9. There's fire trucks in the way, but never mind. Oh my word, actually. we're not going to make it. Is that a real aircraft or is that a static aircraft?
And British traffic comes at 1, I think, but we are currently 3.4 miles out, showing final report speed of 142 knots.
Oh, actually, that's just gone. Fair enough. Must be a real aircraft. And let's park up there. Job done. Right, let's leave the engine running and I will check the replay out in a moment. So, before we do that, a thank you to those who flew along on VATSIM with us. Plenty of you guys tonight, so that was great stuff. Special about the stands and the scenery from the 2020 state and in the current state is a bit different. Oh, that's fair enough. I mean, it should be hopefully straightforward to fix. It's only the stand numbers. Everything, all the positioning looks right. I think it's just the stand numbers that are wrong. Okay, so we come off of VATSIM, and now I can have a look at checking out that really tough replay. Before I do that, however, I'm just going to quickly take us on a little tour of this scenery. So, I think, once again, as freeware scenery goes, this is going to be one of those little gems right up there. Look at that, plenty of information as well in the stands. Nicely done. All taxi markings there with aircraft stopping points, things like that. There's also a wonderful GSX profile for this as well. Loving the terrain here, of course. It's lifted up ever so slightly with the car park. And it's little touches like that. The fence. Fences, I find, are a huge sort of thing you can add, which helps the immersion, because of course every airport's got a fence around it, a perimeter fence. So really nice and neat. Loving this car park. I love the fact that we've got adverts for Transavia and the different tourist spots. Mr. Bias, there you go. There's your that will give you a shout out. Of course, the developer of our freeware scenery tonight at Pula. So great to have you there. Want a nice vacation? Nice stuff. I like that. Do you know what? This is actually made me want to visit in real life. So yeah, really nice work. Thank you so much, Mr. Bites, for the work you've done on this airport. It's one that's going to remain in my community folder, and we'll visit it again in the future. I love the fact we've got sort of like, I don't know if that's a air conditioning or power unit, that kind of thing there as well. I'm going to presume we've not got into loads of sort of internals on things, but that of course doesn't matter. Although down here, this looks really neat. I'm loving this. Oh, that's really nice. You know, it's kind of what I say is the perfect level of detail, just because everything you're seeing from outside from the apron is exactly what you want. The Pula Airport sign there as well. So yeah, big shout out for you, mate. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to have a look at the replay now. So let's quickly hit the stop button on the recording, and then we'll fire this up and play this out. So how do you do the free drone camera? So the default key is to press the insert button on your keypad, and that'll take you to the drone camera. David English, really glad you enjoyed the flight tonight. If you are on your way out, guys, then please do remember to hit that like button as you go. You know what? 300, 350, 360, 370 even. Taking that on a slightly steeper approach. Nothing wrong with it. Aircraft's still fine for the next flight. No inspection needed. Might just have a quick look at that at the other side. And to tell you what I might do, I might as well just have a quick look at bringing the sun up. Just a little bit. Everyone knows that a nice sunset always adds a little bit to it. Oh, there, how's that? How's that look? Gorgeous. So guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you have enjoyed the hope you've enjoyed the flight this evening and checking out this freeware scenery. Another shout out to Mr. Wright, who is in the chat and has created this scenery tonight. Only came out a few days ago. Really good quality freeware available from flightsim.to. So go and search that. Great little airport to fly into. It's one of those places that's just a little bit different, and we love things that are a little bit different, because instead of the sort of the normal big airports that we fly to, this is also a real world route that will take place later on this year. So great stuff if you want somewhere other than the usual stuff to fly into tonight. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed our flight this evening. Huge shout out as always to those of you who have contributed and helped support the channel this evening, and as always to our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members and their continual support. Tomorrow I've got quite a busy day. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get a stream in. Hopefully though, we might get some streams in over the weekend, which isn't normal. But if you are on our Discord server, then make sure you stay tuned to that, and that of course is where I will let you know as soon as I know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to leave you with a final replay of the flight, and I will see you all again next time. Have a great rest of your evening, and I shall speak to you all again soon. Good night everybody. Bye bye.
Forty, 30, 20, retard.